Hey, welcome back to 2SkeGEEKS. I'm your boy Will Call and my good, illustrious, and good friend, fantastic brother.
John Michael, welcome back to the channel. All right. As promised, we're going to continue with the unboxing. I believe this is show number 5.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it's show number 5. We'll get going with the unboxing. And as I said before, man, some of these books, they've been gone so long, you don't even remember what they are unless you take a peek at the list. And actually, I did. And I looked at the list, just the top portion, like the top 3 books, but I didn't remember what was in the submission. But yes, they are back. This will be the next part of the CGC submission. We did half in video number 4, and then we'll do the other half now. So, all right, we'll get going. If there's not any other further words from Mr. Will Call there. And do you have any interesting facts for us, Will Call?
Well, just I guess to get a quick opener. So, in case you guys have forgotten, or in case you are sleeping at the week, don't forget that the Batman movie is. If you have HBO Max, it's available on HBO Max for viewing at your leisure for on demand. And so there are plenty of other things that are out there for viewing. And I'm just going to go through this quick list of quick views of things that sci-fi and comic book guys like us are the hobbyers that we're online with, or hobbyists, better word said. That are out there. So you've got you've got Batman, and then you got some trailers that came out today. Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness. The final trailer was released today. You can probably find that out on YouTube. And then you also had Thor: Love and Thunder. The trailer came out yesterday. That's the first trailer. And then you also have the for John and our boy Miles's movie Spiderman. Across the Spider-Verse. That initial trailer is out as well. And that movie is due supposedly on the trailer, what it says, like I think it's the 7th of October this year. And of course, and going back to Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, that's coming out on May the 6th. And so, and last thing I'm going to talk about so far is shows you can't or should watch. Both Moon Knight, that's out on Disney Plus right now, and then you also have one of my favorites, Picard, that's on Paramount Plus. All of these things are very good. You will enjoy Moon Knight, you'll enjoy Picard, and I'm excited about watching Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness. I got my tickets to go on the first Saturday. Have at it, John. It's on you.
All righty. Yeah. As I was in the comic shop today, I have not heard anyone make a bad comment about Moon Knight. I'm going to have to start watching myself, but nothing but rave reviews. Everybody's very excited. They say it's some of the best acting that they've seen. So Marvel continues to toe the line and put out quality products.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do this, Johnny.
Let's hit it, John Michael.
Let's continue with the unboxing, CGC.
All right, you're going to be prime screen.
Let's see, first up here, we have hardware number 1. Actually, the paper on those books back then, this is April of '93. So that's quite some time ago. 9.8s are to be found, but this is hardware number 1, DC Milestone collaboration. One of my favorite writers and creators, may he rest in peace, Dwayne Mcduffie story, Dennis Cowan and Jimmy Palmiotti. I love him as well, cover and art. But this is hardware number 1, came back 8.5. Yes, I would like to be into the 9s, but this is hardware number 1. Came back 8.5.
Yeah. That book, and again, not just the age, but the quality of the paper uh, that those books were involved, that they bound those books with. The cover paper is thin, and that's a hard book to come by in high grade. I wouldn't look. Yeah, one of these days I have to look at the census on that for that book and how many 9.8s actually exist.
I see what happened on it because the spine, yeah, when I sent it, I said this is a beautiful copy, but I see what happened, but I don't remember it being on there when I sent it. This corner right here is curled up. Maybe in this angle you can see it, but that corner right there is curled up. I think that's what did it. I don't remember it being that way upon submission, but as you know, anything is apt to happen when books are sent in. And if you look at some of the disclaimers from CGC, like if you send a book in that's in a bag or whatever the case, or if they have to crack it out of another case, they say they take no responsibility and there's no guarantees that it will be in the same condition that you sent it in. At first they didn't have that disclaimer, but they have it now. They stated there's no guarantee
None.
that your book will be in the same condition as sent by the time it's processed. But most of the time, I think it does fare rather well in the grading process. But once again, 8.5, I'll put it in the PC. I'll take it. But it's not something a pressing can't get out. I'm pretty sure pressing would have fixed that. All right, hardware, number 1. Let's put that to the side. All right, moving on. Next. Next we have, and these are once again are all CGC. Spider-Geddon 0. And this is a Christopher variant cover. Spider-Geddon 0. Christos Gage and Jed McKay stories. Clayton Crane and Javier Garron art. But this is a John Tyler Christopher cover. Christopher variant, Spider-Geddon 0. Oh, I love that negative space. Being somewhat of an artist myself and, loving and knowing how to draw, I love that negative space.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, John Tyler Christopher, yeah, with those negative spaces, yeah, that's a classic. Yeah, that's a beautiful book.
Grade 9.4. This is November of 2018. Grade 9.4. Right.
I can't remember if I bought that book or not, but I surely remember the cover. But I cannot remember. What issue is that again?
This is a 0, Spider-Geddon 0.
Okay.
And what happened here on this one, I can see it, Bill. I suspect that, and there's something trapped in there. I've heard people, there's something trapped in there. It's no big deal, but on this, along this edge of the book, which is the opening edge, there's a color rub. That's what happened. There's color rub along there.
Got you.
And it breaks the color. So.
Oh.
But still 9.4. I don't think it's still a nice book.
Yeah. Oh, shoot, yeah.
Oh, again, sir, what was that comment again?
No, I said shoot, yeah. 9.4, and sadly the color break, but it must be minor, to garner 9.4.
And this book I happened to find at a place called the Book Nook. I don't know if there's I know many of you in your own cities, you would have a used paperback bookstore. Ours just happens to be called the Book Nook, but I probably paid $2 for this book in the Book Nook, $2 to $3. And it is one of the hip hop variants. This is Red Wolf number 1. Nathan Edmondson story. Let's see, Dalibor Telegic and Jose Marzan Jr. art. Oh, and it's a Del Mundo cover. Del Mundo, Red Wolf #1, February of 2016. I didn't even realize it was that long ago. February of 2016.
Yeah, that's by the time those hip hop
9.6.
covers came out.
Yep. And if you see them, I would just grab them. If you see some of them are, they use comedy on it, but a lot of the hip hop covers, they're very sought after. But this is Red Wolf #1. When I saw it, I didn't realize that it existed. But anyway, Red Wolf #1.
Yeah, you did remember that existed unless you bought this book before the time that I'm about to mention. When last time I came down to see you, and we went down to Dave's Comics, I picked that book up at Dave's Comics.
Right. I remember that.
Yeah,
Right.
I love that cover too.
Yeah, Mike Del
Mundo's
Mundo.
another one of those artists that highly underrated, but does very high quality work.
Okay, we'll move on from that. We'll put that there. The next book is a book I purchased myself as a kid, and I know I read it, but it's good to have it in. But this is I may have showed a couple or one in the last video, but this is I made sure to get all of these in this run. Plastic Man #12. And this is April to May of '76. Steve Skeek's story, Fredone, and Bob Smith cover art. But I love this cover. Just when I was a kid, when I saw this on the stand, the book is 30 cents. I mean, as a kid, back then, when I saw a cover like this, I just gravitated towards it. I had to grab it off the stand. When you see a cover like that as a kid, you have to know what's going on the inside. You're like, man, it just was so interesting to me. But it's a 7.0. Of course, back then, comic books were meant to be read. You read them, and bags and boards, once again, were just coming to be in existence. And when they did start, there in the mid-'70s or so, they were cellophane thin. The boards were not archival quality. The boards were just, basically
Cardboard.
White cardboard. There was not too much of a coating on them. And, just like the comic book, they would deteriorate pretty quickly. So they were not of the standard that we have today. Today we have Mylar and we have acid-proof paper and so forth, so on. So anyway.
So that again, what we talked about in other videos, that just lends to the rarity of higher grade and higher quality looking or higher quality or conditioned books. It just lends to that. Just to have a book even for that age as a 7.0 is still a pretty remarkable accomplishment.
Oh yeah, I see what happened here. I mean, because there are a few wrinkles here. I mean, that's just from reading. That's to be expected. And then there's a crease. Let me hold the angle right. There's a crease in this corner here. That's what did it. A light crease. Still glad to have it. Plastic Man, #12. Once again, that is from 1976. In that same series. I'm sticking with in that same series. And this one is the issue before that. This is number 11. Same writer, same artist. Let's see, Plastic Man 11, February to March of '76. Okay. Oh, and actually, this is the first issue of the title since May of '68. And I was wondering back then as a kid why they started on number 11. Yeah, they would discontinue a book in the '60s due to low sales and stop right there. And then sometimes they change the title if they picked it up again. As what happened with, many books back then. So this, they picked it up from May of 68, where it ended with number 10. So in February of 76, number 11 started. But this is the first issue since, so this would be considered possibly volume 2. All right, once again, this is Plastic Man, number 11, February of 76. And what they used to do back then, they would take the whites, reds, and blues to make an attractive cover. They work with a certain palette of colors, and then they throw that yellow in there to give it that pop. Notice they put the yellow here in the banner, and then the yellow here in the middle of his costume, to give it that little pop. All right, Plastic Man 11, love it. How you doing? And this next book is not a key or anything of that nature. It's just it's in the horror Dracula vein. This is Cult of Dracula number 4, variant cover. So there is another cover for issue 4, which will be the A cover. Rich Davis story, Martinez art, and Shannon Mayer cover. All right, and I didn't realize that. Now I do. Shannon Mayer or Meyer, not 100% certain the correct pronunciation, but I'll go with Mayer.
Me neither, but I know it's Maer. I know that much.
Right. Shannon Mayer, Cult of Dracula, number 4, 8.5, gorgeous cover there.
Yeah, they're bringing it a little closer, I believe.
Okay. I'm seeing that glare there. I'm trying to avoid that.
Yeah, the glare is pretty bad on that one right there, but okay, that's better. Yeah.
Try to get it off of there, yeah.
What is that's number 4?
Dracula number 4, variant cover.
That is a beautiful cover. I have never seen that book, ever. But I know Shannon Mayer. Oh yeah, I got to get that one. Shannon Mayer does beautiful covers. Most of the work that he does is in that like digital painted variety, but the artwork is again immaculate. Go ahead, John. I'm shutting up. I know I'm over talking your book, so go ahead.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. All right, moving forward. Next book. Most of everyone is familiar with. This is a young variant. And let's see here. Higgins and Matt Groom's story. Francisco Mana and Espen. I don't want to butcher the name, but Grundehan, I believe that's how it's pronounced. Espen Grundehan art. Scotty Young cover. I was going to get some autographs from him at one time during the Heroes convention, but the line was just too long. I mean, he's
got a cult following.
Yeah, there must have been 75, 80 people in the line, and then he takes time to sign it and talk to them. So you're talking about several hours to get through all those people. But anyway, this is Rise of Ultraman. Oh, what happened here? Oh my goodness, the grade. But anyway, Rise of Ultraman number 1, Scotty Young variant. I must have submitted the wrong one. I know that I have another copy. Pretty sure I must have sent in the wrong one. I don't see anything on there, but yeah, this came back at 7.0.
Oof. New book too.
This I don't want to say that I'm always have to have 9, 4, 5. I mean 9, 4, 6, or 8, but yeah, 7.0 for a new book. That is, this may have to go into a grab bag at some point because I know I have another copy. It may have to go. Yeah, some grab bag. We'll talk about it. What we will do. All right.
Transition that one, but yeah, I mean, it's still. I mean, the concept art is pretty doggone cool. Scotty Young comes up with some.
Oh, I see it, but I wouldn't have submitted it this way. I see what happened, Mr. Will Call. Can you see that there? Let me put my finger there. There's a tear down there. I don't remember seeing that when I submitted the book. That's what did it. It's like a
Yeah.
little fold. Wow. Oh, it happens. It happens. Wow.
Disappointing
I
result.
love that cover though. That I mean, even just for an example, oh,
Yeah, I might try
that
to. I need
cover
to
is
try to
beautiful,
find that one again
but not not.
myself. That's one I want as well.
All
Is
right.
yeah, that's number one.
Mm-hmm. Man, but that grade. Oh, yeah. Everything else shows beautiful, but it happens. Wow, that tear on there, that did it. We we can't all be 9.8s.
No, but you don't expect it to come back as a 7.0 either. Not that, not a brand new, not a new book. Was a book that's
Yeah,
probably
not a
two
new
years
book,
old.
and at those prices.
Yes.
Okay, and this is Trials of Ultraman #1. This is May of 21. Higgins and Groom story. Francesco Manna art. This is an Art Adams cover. Art Adams cover, and I love Art Adams. And this is an A5.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we're coming in on the lower end here, but that's okay. I guess made up for the last video. I think that last video there was just a slew of 9.6s and 9.8s, but this one came in at 8.5.
Still love the cover, and that's one of those Adam Hughes hits. On minor occasions, he misses, but majority of stuff they're hits, and that's a hit.
All right, let's set that aside there. Moving on, next one. I did not even remember this one being in the submission. I did not even, but this okay, Dark Knights, Death Metal #4. Stanley Lau variant cover. Of course, Snyder story, Capullo. I love Capullo, especially when he was on Spawn. Jonathan Glapion art, but Stanley Art Germ Lau. Yeah, he kills it. This is Dark Knights, Death Metal variant, Stanley Lau cover.
Oh yeah.
Came in at a respectable 9.6.
Hell
9.6.
yeah. That's tight. That John Stewart cover is gorgeous.
Yes, John Stewart.
Well, what issue is that again?
That is Dark Knights Death Metal #4.
Number 4. Okay. I can't remember if I have that one or not, but yeah.
We're getting down near the end of the stack here. Getting down near the end of this second half of this CGC submission. Also, I was talking with Will Call earlier, and to let you guys know, people often ask about this. When you're at certain comic shops, I know that I've been going for a certain amount of time, years, to be honest. What you do is you establish a relationship with your local comic shop owner. And when you do that, you are therefore, it's probably more likely that, you'll get some better deals, some books thrown in every now and again. Sometimes if there's something that's rare or hard to find, you may be one of the early ones on the list to get a call because they know that you support the store. They know that you're not just how do you say, looky-loo.
Yeah. Spend some
Several,
money.
yes, yeah. I know that I go in there when I go into the comic shop. I mean, I just love comics, so I'm going in to purchase. I'm not just a looky-loo. There are those that are looky-loos and may damage some of the books and just go in there to read and then leave the store. But
Yeah.
it's hard for me to do that. So
Looky
what
loos.
am I saying?
Looky loos get hootie hoo discounts, which is 0.
Oh. So yeah, support your local comic shops. Yeah, you don't have to spend a whole bunch, but spend a decent amount. Support the shop. and I'm just a regular at certain shops, so I have a bad problem with it. So, and well, hey, I'm gonna make up for that for that 7-0. It was a 7-0. What was the other? A5 is not too bad.
No, no.
You want higher, but I'm gonna make up for. I didn't even realize these two were in there. There's two of them here. I'll make up for it. This is Champions number 4, April of 21, variant edition. Eve Ewing story, Bob Quinn art, Fernanda Sousa cover. Okay. This is Champions Outlaw number 4 variant. Okay. And this is the Black History Month variant cover.
Oh yeah.
Champions number 4. Riri.
Riri.
And if you don't know, some of those early appearances and some of those Riri Williams covers, man, they are expensive. They are expensive.
Very.
But it's a great character, great story. Love it. Bringing others into the fold of comic reading. You know, reaching out to probably girls, African American girls who typically may not read comics, but it's a character for them to follow. Just bringing others into the hobby.
And the one I'm waiting on to really blow up that hasn't hit yet is Moon Girl. Moon Girl Double Dinosaur. I'm waiting for that one to blow up too.
All right, so that was that one. This is the last in the stack, and then I didn't realize there were 2, but here's the second one.
Oh, nice.
And so
beautiful right there. I don't think I had that cover.
Yeah, and so that I'm not doing smoke and mirrors, and you might say, hey, he just put that down and slid it back over and picked it up again. No, so that it's not. Oh, look at me.
You got the other one turned around.
It would help to turn it around the right way. So all right, so yeah, it's not smoke and mirrors. There are 2 of them.
Yeah.
I guess I'm holding it right.
Those are beautiful, man. Those are top notch. I like that.
All right. All right, Will Call, you're gonna take it away. That was the second half of that CGC unboxing. That was the second half there. While he's getting ready, I'll move these back over.
All right, so I'm gonna bring the screen back to the gallery view, and then I will. Can you hear me, John?
Yes, I can hear you.
Cool. All right. So one of the mail calls here, I'm just going to try to go through these very quickly. But so here's one by one of my favorite artists, Bjorn Behrens, one of the new guys out who does incredible covers on this Venom number 2. Got this one, I believe, from either Comics or Golden Apple. I can't remember which one of the 2. I'm sorry. Go ahead, John.
I was like that. Yeah, that's a shocking cover.
Yeah, that Venom is nasty.
Oh yeah.
It is quickly. Same artist, same styling, but he kills the Hulk. I mean, his covers, even on Moon Knight. As we have John, we discussed earlier about Moon Knight being a popular show, but those Moon Knight covers that Bjorn Behrens does, they're earth-shattering. All right, here's one that came in today in my DCBS Discount Comic Book Shop. It's an online comic book store that I use to procure my books and have them shipped to my house. They usually give about 35% or higher discount, and I don't have to leave the house. So my books come in there twice a week. Anyway, The Thing, number 6, and you may want to go back and look and try to get number 5 if you can, because in number 5, The Thing, there is something, there's a little peculiar and first appearance of The Thing and an adjustment to The Thing's composition, and I'll leave it at that. But you may want to get the Thing series, and it's done by Walter Mosley. Walter Mosley is one of those fantastic writers from LA, from Central LA, who did Easy Rollins, all those Easy Rollins stories, mystery writer. And if you will recall, that movie that of Easy Rollins that was with Denzel Washington and Don Cheadle was an Easy Rollins story and movie. If I cannot remember the name of the movie, but Walter Mosley is the same writer of Easy Rollins stories, and so he's been doing it for years. And having him to write the Thing is a great thing for Marvel. Moving on to this one here is a cherished book that there's a brand new book came out about it last week, I believe. The White Batman, the White Knight stories are an alternative storytelling where Batman is the bad guy and the Joker is the good guy. But in this case, with this story here, this is the first appearance of Batman Beyond in this storytelling of Batman Beyond, in this case, the White Knight. So you may want to get this with Batman Beyond and this as being the first.
That book could be a tough find. When I was watching the news on it when it first came out, it was going from the cover price. I think initially people were paying up to $15 for it. That cover, that printing was just kind of a tough find. It was selling out pretty quickly. So I'm gonna have to give it a read this weekend. I'm gonna read that this weekend.
All right. Another DCBS book that came in. Smoking. Alex Ross smashes X-Men Red with this Storm or Aurora cover. Love it. Just plain beautiful. All right. And then we have, remember we talked in a few videos ago about Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, and John even mentioned Capullo today. So they have a new series out together. It's not on Batman. They have a brand new series, independent book out on Image Comics called We Have Demons. And the one in this hand is the regular cover, and this is one of the variants that came out with this book. It's a pretty thick book. I haven't read it yet, but it's a pretty thick and hefty book. So I'm looking forward to the good read of We Have Demons #1. Going faster. These Ghost Rider books that came out as well from DCBS. Love that transition cover of the head from skull to head and head to skull with Johnny Blaze. And then this one right here is the Peach Momoko cover, which is still a banger right here.
Yeah, that's one of her better works. That Peach Momoko cover there. Yeah, that's a beautiful cover there. Yeah.
So, as we know, John, we've talked about things, variants. In this case, series of variants, and we're talking about like back. I think when they first started out, they called the Venomize variants. Now they've got a Carnageized variant, and so I pulled a couple of them out of the Carnageized variant series. In this case, we have one with She-Hulk being Carnageized and she turns into Carnage in this cover.
Wow, I have not seen that one. That is She-Hulk. What issue?
#3.
Yeah, I have not seen that one yet. Yeah, some of those. Yeah, as you know, some of the Venomized or the Carnageized covers. Some of them can be hit or miss, but that one is a hit. That one looks like a great composition.
Yes, sir.
Some of them, they may be reaching a bit much for the venomization or the carnagizing. They reach, like trying to come up with the composition. But that one was done well.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. So, on that note, with Carnageized.
Wow.
#5. Yeah, that's a banger.
Yeah, I have not seen that one as well. That's a nice one.
And that's Hulk number 5. And so let's go to the regular cover on Hulk number 5. And this looks like the first appearance of Spider Hulk, who is right there on the cover. So you may want to try to find these books right here. They, like I said, these came in the mail today. Last of the mail call from DCBS is one right here, and I'm looking forward to reading this one. I'm not sure what this one is all about, but I'm looking forward to reading it. And it looks like, again, revisiting some way of like an origin or how the Hulk came to be. It's not as though we don't know, but there might be some psychological information. And then looking at books that I'm looking at sending to have graded would be, as we talked about last time we had a show when I said I was expanding my Miles collection. So this one here, Miles Morales number 13, with his baby sister on the cover, Billy. And Billy is one of those characters that in the Spider-Verse telling that even now, the latest version, the latest...
That is stopped.
I'm sorry? Yeah, the latest issue of Miles Morales has a futuristic version of Billy. And so this book here, Miles' baby sister, is a character that is becoming a very hot and valuable commodity, especially in the stories that they're told in the later issues of Miles Morales, like number 36 now. Going back to, we're talking about Dwayne Mcduffie. I know you got this one, John, or maybe you have the other one.
Yes, I do. I have that one. That is a classic there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's another book being sent.
That also was a.
Go ahead. Say again, please.
Say that also was an excellent. That was an excellent story there too. I like how they when they follow him through his high school time and period, through his experiences in high school. But yeah, that was an excellent story there.
And cartoon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the cartoon.
Okay, a few more left. I think 3 or 4 left. I'm trying to make this fast.
Oh yes, I have. Yeah, I have that one in a CGC. Yeah.
Spider-Man, and this was in the last Spider-Verse movie.
Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah, this is like this is one of those throwback to the pulp heroes, but Spider-Man is one of those 1930s of pulp heroes. All right. This one here is in Star Wars lore. This is the first appearance of the Grand Inquisitors and Darth Vader number 6. I believe this is the second series because Sewell, I believe, writes the second series of Darth Vader or volume 2. So Grand Inquisitors here, first appearance in comics, besides having them in the cartoons. And then one of my favorite cartoon shows that's on Cartoon Network that has, I think, last week's CBSI, Comic Book Speculators and Investment Top 10 list from last week, not this current week, had this book here as one that people are sleeping on, but they should not be because the cartoon is fan-dag-on-tastic. So here we go. Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
Number 1. Both of them are number ones. One is their A and B covers. So, yeah, these will be sent off for grading for me. And I am pausing on the mic and letting Brother John Michael do his thing for his mail call.
Yeah, I'm just and actually for mine, I'll do mail call on the next video.
Okay.
I'm just going to end on let's see, a couple of art pieces and 2 toy notes. I'll
Yes,
just
sir.
end on that. Yeah, I'll do the mail call on the next video. Let me grab them here.
Yeah, my bad. I know you told me that you were going to do some figures. Look forward to seeing what you got here because
Right
John,
here.
if you guys
Yeah.
don't know, John's been collecting figures for ages, so he's got some gems.
And so this piece of art, actually, Will Call and I, we were at the Atlanta Comic Con, and let me see, I don't see the year here, but let's see, it's signed by Matt. This was at Atlanta Comic Con. The year is not on there. Yeah, it's not on there. But I just love the watercolors. Some people don't care for Mr. Mac, but
Hmm.
yeah, I do. This is a Daredevil piece in watercolor, and I have it in a protector. Yeah, he had these at one Atlanta Comic Con one year. That's a beautiful piece.
He was there. He was there with Brian Michael Bendis for my very first comic book show in what was that 2000? Well, maybe 90. Shoot, I can't remember 2000 or 99 or something like that. Something
I was thinking maybe 2001, something like that.
something like that. 2000, 2001,
But
something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, both he and Mac and Bendis
And,
were
and,
sitting at
and,
the
I-
table right next to each other.
yeah, that is the character Echo. That's Daredevil and the character
Yep,
Echo.
I was about to say that. Yep.
Yeah, I bought this years ago, and it's it's signed right there at the bottom there. There's a signature. Doesn't look like it, but that's it right there, and
That
that's
is Mac's
actual ink.
autograph.
That's actual ink.
That was back in the days when people didn't know about David Mac Too Tough or Brian Michael Bendis for that matter.
Right. And this next piece was actually this next piece is Man Thing, and it was 2009, and this is original. This is actual original ink and pencils. G.W. Fisher, Man Thing,
Mm,
2009.
that's
Get, your-
beautiful.
get yourself some original art.
Please do yourself a favor. It only increases in value. Amazing.
And this piece I purchased at the Heroes Convention. It's signed by Marcus Williams. He does have a website, www.marcusthevisual.com.
Hmm. Sure. That of course you had Nubia from way back in the day. But that artist portrayal, it reminds me very much of the latest run on Nubia that
Yes.
DC has. Yeah, that's great.
And I'm trying to think of the name of the series because he's also known for for the Tuskegee. It's a graphic novel. We
Oh, yeah.
attended Tuskegee, so of course we gravitated towards his graphic novels on. It's the pilots. It's
It's the Airman.
Tuskegee Airmen, and there's a graphic novel he did. Beautiful colors and rendering and art. So yeah, I he signed that was a Heroes Convention. 2017 Heroes Convention. Yeah, Marcus Williams.
Yeah, I met those brothers at Baltimore Comic Con
Yeah,
in
they do travel.
2018.
They do travel. That's it for the art pieces. Those are just a few. Well, a couple of posters, prints, and original art. And then the last thing I'll end on. I do love the Spawn comic books. But here is a Spawn piece from when it was series 24 when they were doing the classic covers. And what it was about, they were taking some of the actual Spawn covers and then turning them into the figures. And I forget exactly how many figures were in the series, but I'm looking here, Spawn series 24 covers. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What they're showing here are 7, but as you know, there are variants and more. But these figures were much cheaper back then, but with the cost of petroleum, gas, all of that, if you don't know, plastic, it's made from petroleum. So when petroleum goes up, action figures go up. But I mean, a figure like this, here it is right here. This is, oh, this is actually, let me get the name, recall for the figure. This is from issue 109, Spawn from issue 109. And I'll just tilt the end. So it's a lot of figure, it's heavy. I mean, for back then, for about $10 or $12.
Can't get it that way no more.
$10 or $12 now, you're only going to get about a 2-inch figure.
As I said, John been doing this for a long time. When he was buying those figures for, I mean, ages ago. As you can tell. Beautiful.
There's the back.
Straight beautiful. Yeah, and I guarantee if you look those figures up on eBay now, $10 is not what it's worth. Promise you.
All right, so I'll just end on that note. There it is, Spawn from issue 109. Nice figure.
That's a beautiful note to end on. Shoot.
All right, so we want to thank you. You know, as we go on this journey, we are still learning and getting our videos together. So we appreciate everyone who views the channel and stays with us and can get any small detail or interest from it. Hopefully, we will spark someone to collect or spark someone to have a passion as we do in comics and collectibles and action figures and so forth.
Absolutely.
All right. We thank you for joining us.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate you. And please like and subscribe.
Oh, yeah. We should have said that earlier. Yeah, we should. Glad to have that mentioned there. Yeah, please like and subscribe and click the thumbs up button. All right.
Yeah. All right, team.
See you next time for the next video. Take care.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in to 2SkeGEEKS. Holla at you soon.